51,300. 53,500. 58,700. 61,300. 65,350.
What's the application fee?
3,500.
On top?
Pictures look great.
PR guy falling for other people's PR?
They've got the test scores to prove it.
Different culture over there.
93 different nationalities represented.
Ooh, a microcosm of the real world.
Hopefully in a more tolerable form.
And that's what they're charging us for.
Science lab looks exactly like yours.
That would be dangerous.
The kids' version.
Remind me who's on that short list?
5 men, 1 woman.
We need to Google your competition.
They don't release names anymore. Only nationalities.
You don't know who you're up against, and we're talking schools?
I know who's on the committee.
I hope they come through for you.
For us. They will when I pitch that compound you've been feeding your rats.
They feed it to themselves.
Old rats, young rats, even lactating mothers and their infants can't get enough.
You're aware that my compound needs to be third-party tested.
The law doesn't say that.
It should say that. It used to say that. Until you spearheaded that campaign to drop that regulation.
What can I say? I needed to prove my worth to the company. Couldn't remain in my brilliant wife's shadow forever.
Sometimes I think it's better to remain in the shade. Look at this latest debacle.
Higher ups aren't losing any sleep over it.
It's our largest plant.
Not for long. These ladies are handing us the perfect excuse to wind things down.
Should at least talk to the union reps.
Bunch of women in pink hairnets and rubber gloves asking to do 50 hours a week when the rest of us do 80. How many hours do you put in?
The difference is I like what I do. Worked as hard when I was at grad school.
Sure. Nothing to do with all the student loans you're piling up.
Fear's not a good motivator in the long run.
Better run that by your lab rats again.
Neither, by the way, is greed.
Point is, it's the right time to move to headquarters.
Rats leaving a sinking ship.
Anyone else call me a rat, and I take it as an insult. But from you, I guess it's a compliment.
Winding things down could take a while.
They're bringing Carlos on board for that.
Damage control is not that man's forte.
There goes the ex-wife.
There goes the drinking buddy.
Ex-drinking buddy. He's been sober since you left him.
Only time I saw him drunk was in Cape Town.
He's doing the 12-step thing.
Wouldn't be the first person to go to those meetings for social reasons. Networking.
Carlos? He never leaves whatever workstation it is he's chained to. Wasn't that always your complaint?
He can be effective when he puts his mind to it. You better hope he's not on that short list. He has an advanced degree.
In a job like this, an advanced degree only gets in the way.
He speaks several languages.
Whose ex-wife are you? Besides, there's no one from Paraguay on that list.
Probably a naturalized citizen by now.
D37 FR1 visa. No possibility of naturalization on that.
Could get remarried.
Closed that loophole last year. Only category left, special investor. Come in, start up a business. Otherwise, get out.
Sounds like you squeaked by just in time.
Are you calling me a rat again?
I'm just saying I don't see you working for yourself.
Who says I don't work for myself?
If you worked for yourself, you wouldn't have to obey the 96 seconds rule.
Don't have to obey it now.
Clock's ticking from when you enter that room.
Oh, Dee Dee's a prick.
You need to mirror their body language.
5 people interviewing me. Can't mirror all of them.
Establish eye contact. Use pauses.
Rather than concentrate on pauses, I need to concentrate on what I want to say.
Committee's not going to remember what you said. They're going to remember how you made them feel. Hence the pauses.
Vos équipements vous tiennent à cœur? Pour les protéger ayant tiré le meilleur, Corley Côte d'Ivoire a mis au point une nouvelle gamme de lubrifiants de haute qualité pour tout type de moteur, de système de transmission, de système hydraulique, d'équipements industriels et maritimes, et ce, quelle que soit leur marque, leur âge et leur catégorie. Avec les lubrifiants Corley, vos véhicules et engins resteront performants, même dans des conditions extrêmes d'utilisation. Les lubrifiants Corley, ce sont des produits de qualité au meilleur niveau de performance et une garantie de santé et de longévité pour vos moteurs.
Corley, la différence en plus.
इस जॉब से आपकी क्या उम्मीद है? सिर्फ तरक्की।
और 2 साल में
सबसे आगे।
कोई और क्यों नहीं?
क्योंकि क्वालिफिकेशन से बढ़कर भी कुछ है।
आखिरी सवाल, कब से ज्वाइन कर सकता हूं सर?
I think he's perfect. कल से। Congrats.
जब करना हो मैक्स इंप्रेस, फेयर एंड लवली मैक्स फेयरनेस। इसका वीटा मैक्स फॉर्मूला दे, मैक्स सन प्रोटेक्शन, मैक्स स्पॉट रिडक्शन, मैक्स लाइटनिंग। नई फेयर एंड लवली मैक्स फेयरनेस, मैक्स इंप्रेशन।
목장주이기 전에 두 아이를 키우는 엄마의 손길로, 식품 연구원이기 전에 식탁을 지키는 엄마의 마음으로, 한 사람의 검역원이기 전에 한 가족의 엄마로서 지나치다 싶을 만큼 까다롭게 식탁의 건강을 지키고 있습니다.
엄마들이 안심할 수 있도록 To Trust 미국산 쇠고기.
Flat screen TV, built-in fridge, timed safe, shoe shine kit. And everything's behind hidden panels, all of which open with a retina scan. No need to remember all those passwords. Only 23 cars like this in the world, and I happen to be in one of them.
Yeah, the one that broke down.
The driver's on it.
They'll fire him for this.
No, they won't. Not many people in the world can operate one of these things. That's why when you buy the car, you get the driver too.
I need to pee.
We're moving again.
I didn't even hear the driver get in.
Soundproof glass on the inside, bulletproof glass on the outside.
Bulletproof glass? And what's that gun rack doing over there?
I guess it's another thing that comes with the car. The guys behind this car thought of everything. I wouldn't mind getting a job with them. Unfortunately, they don't need my talents.
Every company needs somebody like you.
Not these gentlemen. They rely on word of mouth to generate a buzz.
Sounds old-fashioned.
Quality needs no introduction, whatever that Cialdini book says. Oh, I stopped again. Security checkpoint up ahead. Can't blame that on the car.
I need to pee.
Step out of this car and those security guys will shoot you on sight.
Step out of this car and those security guys will lower their guns. Quality needs no introduction. 10, 9,
Gotta be able to
8,
find something in here.
7,
All of these hidden compartments.
5,
Gotta be something in here.
4,
Somewhere.
3, 2, 1.
Jackpot. Or should I say chamber pot? Careful, it looks 18th century. Wow, this car's got everything.
حالفين لنمحي المستحيل ما هو يا الأمل يا ما فيش بديل لو مهما قالوا الليل طويل ما فيش في وقت الجد نوم خلي بكرة أحلى وقوم بإيديك هتتحدى الغيوم خلي بكرة أحلى وقوم دي الشمس بتطلع كل يوم خلي بكرة أحلى وقوم بإيديك هتتحدى
trabalho somos surpreendentes. Mas em casa surpreendemos mais. Na escola somos criativos. Mas em casa somos muito mais. Fora de casa somos descontraídos. Mas em casa somos ainda mais. Quando vamos passear, somos unidos. Mas no conforto de casa somos mais. No fundo, em casa somos mais nós. Mouthfeel, alegria em sua casa.
Your compound tastes like the real thing. Your compound looks like the real thing. So, it'll sell like the real thing.
Ingesting it over an extended period of time could lead to some unintended consequences.
TPT is a fungicide used in painting ships to prevent rotting and keeping barnacles from sticking to the hull. It's on ships everywhere, so it's in our general water supply, no matter where in the world. Has been linked to over-differentiation of fat cells, particularly in the liver. But correlation is not causation, as my wife always says. And the burden of proof is on the agency, not on the shipbuilders. Even if they prove it, last year's law to protect food from government attack restricted the agency's mandate to acute toxins only. They can stop E. coli, but they can't stop TPT. And they can't stop us. Besides, Evgeny's got our back.
Evgeny's at the agency.
Acting chief as of next quarter.
Might backfire. Consumer groups can't stand him, especially the CSPG.
We're throwing him a bone. Right before he leaves us, we'll put out a press release indicating his support for the Centre for Science and the Public Good's latest and most scurrilous attempt to interfere with the consumer stomach space.
Evgeny's for their proposal to ban A2F3?
That's what I've instructed Bjorn to write.
You're the one who's been leading the campaign to oppose it.
That was before I saw your magic compound. Who needs A2F3? That's something the other guys use.
Jury's still out on the magic part.
Quickly on the heels of the first press release will come our second press release announcing the unfortunate closure of the plant.
Too obvious, even for you.
And just to be on the safe side, we'll bang out our third and final press release, all in the same week, mind you, the one which says Eureka.
You can't publicly launch my compound until I get those third-party results back.
This is the holy grail of big food. We're the first to break through, doesn't mean we'll be the last. It's also our ticket back to headquarters.
Fight me, I take it to Chan.
Chan doesn't have your back.
She's been mentoring me.
She's been keeping an eye on you, knows a potential troublemaker when she sees one.
And that's why you married me too? Board tell you to?
I'm not thinking about the board. I'm thinking about our family. Something you'd realize if you ever stuck your head out of your cage.
My cage is what ups the bottom line.
Marketing budget is twice the size of R&D. We are the bottom line.
Lately, I'm discovering an aversion to feeding people crap.
They feed it to themselves. Health lines don't sell as well.
You're not marketing them as well.
Health lines cost more.
Stop shutting down plants and people will buy more.
Work 80 hours a week and buy all the health food you want.
Work 80 hours a week and have no time to think about food.
It's a little late to be developing a conscience after all the products you've been churning out for us.
I don't churn out products, I solve puzzles. Marketing gives me a puzzle, I solve that puzzle.
In other words, all the rewards and none of the responsibility. Must be nice to be a scientist.
Well, lately I have begun sticking my head out of that cage. And when I do, I can't help but wonder why all those kids are coming down with RFF, NASLG, HRF.
You better not be solving that puzzle on company time.
No need to solve what's right before your eyes.
Personal Responsibility in Food Consumption Act makes clear no one is forced to buy that stuff. We don't.
Excellent point. The people who make this stuff don't actually eat it themselves.
We have vending machines on every floor.
Not in the executive lunchroom. There, everything is fresh, local, and artisanal. Company car? Where's the company products? Wow, this car's got everything except our products. Organic cocoa beans, fair trade. Organic milk, organic sugar. No, definitely not one of our chocolate products. Note the use of the term chocolate product. I can't call it chocolate because there's no chocolate in our chocolate product. Not after you made me take out those cocoa beans in order to cut costs. I may be good in the lab, but I can't churn out anything like this. This is all natural, made the old-fashioned way.
Consumers associate us with indulgence, not self-denial. Kwame tried to change that. I saw his point. I still do. Wall Street didn't. What can one person do?
You're always going on about the power of the individual.
And you're always going on about women in the boardroom. But besides sabotaging my career, you're closing the door for other women. Other than Chan, the product board's a bunch of old white guys, and they love an excuse to keep it that way.
65% of advanced degrees in food science awarded to women, 20% to students from China and India, 100% job placement for those graduates since 1982, no matter the state of the broader economy. I'd say that
$100 million drum roll on the line. Internet, TV, billboards. My drum roll.
Double that in a class action lawsuit. And your head on a pike. Make what happened to Kwame look like a walk in the park. And let's not even talk about that boycott. CSPG and all the others don't organize workers, they organize consumers, which is much more dangerous from that board's perspective. Now, Chan, why would my boss be calling you?
I don't know.
I'd like to know.
It's my phone.
It's my boss.
Ah!
Dr. Chan, I thought you were on holiday.
Hey! It's all natural. Made the old-fashioned way.
La nutrición es muy importante. Hay que tomar muchas vitaminas y minerales para crecer grande y fuerte. Y así podremos jugar juntos.
Mi hijo aprende tan rápido porque yo solo le doy lo mejor. Y a él le encanta. Borden 1, 2, 3 contiene 14 vitaminas, 12 minerales y precursores que contribuyen con su desarrollo físico e intelectual. Y no cuesta más.
Dales todo tu amor y míralos crecer con Borden 1, 2, 3.
कष्टाच्या रंगात थोडा आनंद मिसळा विश्वास उधळा जो रंग बनतो त्याने बने इंडिया अस्पीच्या रंगाने बने इंडिया
अस्पी हरा भरा इंडिया
Familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces, bright and early for their daily races, going nowhere, and their tears are filling up their glasses, no expression.